Hello guys, S2W here again as your average consumer with your casual consumer's review. Today, I've picked up a sneaker that is a lot easier to get than my recent purchases. Some of you guys were interested to hear what I have to say about this shoe, and coincidentally, a sport retailer here in Canada called Sport Check had their products on sale, which included these shoes. I jumped on a deal and made this purchase. These are the Adidas AlphaBounce Engineered Mesh, short for EMS, in the gray colorway that I have here for review. I have to let you know, this model is not my first pair of AlphaBounce that I have in my collection. I do have one AlphaBounce, and those were the OG Aramis Zebra pattern colorway that I bought when they first came out, which was during the summer of 2016. A lot more colorways then dropped throughout the months, and new upper iterations of the AlphaBounce have been released as well. It's important to note that Adidas designed this shoe with the intention of using them as a running shoe. Not only that, but the shape of this model was actually created using the Aramis system, which is a motion capturing technology to study the motion of runners in order to create an optimal, supportive, and comfortable shoe, which is how these AlphaBounce came to be. And at the same time, pushing the boundaries of comfort other than Adidas' popular line of boost cushioning. Let's take a closer look at the sneakers. In my opinion, this model has some of the more aggressive looking designs on the shoe that I've seen for some time. If you think Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2s were aggressive, these AlphaBounces, in my opinion, look even sharper, sleeker, and more accelerating as if you're watching the shoe running in fast motion. This is shown by the design on the lateral side, in which you have the tire marks or fish scale contours running up and down the upper material of this shoe, which essentially runs from the front to the back portion of this whole sneaker. On this newer model, we do see some perforation holes at the bottom part of the midfoot area for increased ventilation as well, in which the initial versions of the AlphaBounce did not have. On the medial side, again, we will see the same grooves found on the lateral side, running from the tip of the shoe to near the back, tagged along with more ventilation pores at the side. This upper material, according to Adidas, is called engineered mesh, which by touch doesn't feel too stretchy. However, it has enough give to expand and mold itself around your foot shape, but it won't feel as elastic as something like prime knit material. Also, the upper does feel thick to the point that will offer structure to the shoe, allowing it to hug more closely to your feet and increasing the overall stability and supportive fit while you're wearing them. All possible because of this one-piece seamless upper design. Near the toe box of the shoe, you'll see more perforation holes that allow the sneaker to dissipate heat from the inside. Moving up towards the sneaker, we see that this shoe colorway came with black rope laces, mixed with gray pixelated lines for additional design. The laces here are thread through multiple pieces of black colored plastic eyelets that act as the protective coating for the mesh upper. Under the laces, the bottom half of the tongue feels especially thin, great for ventilation and flexible cushioning on the bridge of our feet. Here I am lifting up the shoe, and you can directly see through the mesh ventilation holes pretty easily. At the tip of this textile cushioned tongue, we have an external plastic flap with the 3-stripe branding on the outside, while flipping to the inside, the model of this shoe, the word AlphaBounce. At the back of the sneaker, we have a short pull tab here that allows us to put on the shoe with ease. On the lateral side, we will see the Adidas running logo here for further branding. Also, Adidas continued to use molded EVA heel clips on these newer AlphaBounces, offering additional heel support and also minimizing heel slippage at the back of our feet. Inside the shoe, we have a smooth textile lining that provides some padding around our ankles and a comfortable sock-like snug fit while wearing them. These AlphaBounces also come with removable insoles with the word bounce on it, and if you flip them over, there's these unique patterns commonly seen on Ultra Boost insoles as well. But the most curious part of this shoe, I would say, is the Bounce midsole, a firm yet squishable cushioning that provides energized comfort and a sturdy return of energy. Bounce cushioning is not something new from Adidas, as they have a lot of shoes with this cushioning technology already, but no one really paid attention as much because all their running shoes lack the aesthetics. I think this is where the AlphaBounce come in, which offers not only the technology, but also the visual appeal to a running shoe. Both the lateral and medial side of this midsole displays ribbing patterns, giving a more aggressive and streamlined approach to a swift moving shoe. Under the shoe, we have a grippy rubber outsole with multiple round niblets sticking out from the shoe to increase traction and suction on the ground. The outsole also features a rocky wavy pattern, not sure if it enhances anything or just a stylistic approach, but at the mid area, there's also an Adidas running logo stamped here as well for another kick of branding. Anyways, here are some Adidas AlphaBounce EMS fit footage. Fit-wise, as a wide footer, this shoe is one of the most head-scratching shoe you can actually buy. Thankfully, these are not sought out after, and you can walk into a shoe store and easily try them on. On my first pair of AlphaBounces, I bought them half size up from true to size, as I've heard many accounts that they fit narrow. Those OG AlphaBounce Aramis fit and wrap around my feet pretty comfortably and snug enough, but I find them looking really long. For these, I bought them at my true to size. It's still lengthy, but visually looks way better. But width-wise, it's still wearable, however, I do find them a bit constricting. It really depends on what you're buying the shoes for in the end. For wide feet, if you're wearing them casually, you can go a half size up for a more relaxed fit, true to size for a running fit. For narrow feet, you might want to half size down as the shoe is pretty lengthy. Comfort-wise, if you want a firm and flexible cushioning, the bounce technology on this shoe will do you wonders. This is not a shoe to do marathon running, but if you're doing light jogs or treadmill runs, these are great as a running sneaker. And well, you can bet that they are comfortable as a walking shoe as well. I personally prefer this bounce midsole more than the brutally muted boost midsole on the NMDs, as I actually feel less tired wearing these AlphaBounces the whole day versus any NMDs. But that is if you only look at the NMDs and AlphaBounces straight up as only a shoe and not categorize them to any sneaker genre. Price-wise, in Canada, these were retailed for $160 before tax, $40 more than the original AlphaBounces without the perforated window upper. While in the United States, it's only $10 US more. If you are buying these in Canada like me and have already gotten a pair of the first AlphaBounces, personally, there's not much of a big difference, both visual and comfort wise, to justify the increase of 40 Canadian dollars. The original OG AlphaBounce upper is just as thin and expandable as these newer ones, and really all it's missing is the perforated windows and rope laces. If you are in the United States, a $10 increase is more justifiable, and as a general Canadian consumer, I don't think $160 Canadian make any sense, unless these are on a discount, which is why I finally bought this sneaker. As always, throw me some likes if you liked the video and let me know in the comments if you also have an AlphaBounce in your collection. As far as I know, the United States already have the newest AlphaBounce AMS that we Canadians still don't have. But through online images, it seems like it's the same model, with the only difference being adding the Aramis print patterning slapped onto these AlphaBounce EMS. Let me know if I'm wrong. That's it for today, S2W signing off.